y'all? It's your boy Veebra, and I'm here with Pacific Northwest Bangerz right outside of 3 Margaritas Family Mexican Restaurant. And I'm accompanied by
Los Caipirinhos, Ramiro.
Los Caipirinhos, who just finished their performance on the Latin fusion side of things of the Tri-Town Get Down here in Richland, Washington. 3-day event. Tell us a little bit about your performance. How are you feeling?
I feel good. It was a good vibe. This is the first time that we get to perform here. Honestly, the people stayed until the last minute. Everyone was like just listening. It was a good vibe. Honestly, we felt like we got transported to like somewhere, somewhere else in I don't know, in Mexico. I would say it's a great spot, and I mean the weather is great, so good vibes all around.
Cool. I'm actually glad you mentioned that you felt you transported somewhere. One of you, I don't know who it was, mentioned that you felt like you were in Michoacan. Which one of you said that? Baterista. What about being here performing today made you feel that you're, te sentiste que estabas en Michoacán? Te oímos, o alguien dijo que se tendría que estar en Michoacán. ¿Qué de este día te hizo sentir así que estabas en Michoacán?
Ante todo, pues, saludos a todos. Mi nombre es Juan Natera. Pues me sentí aquí como si estuviera en México, Michoacán, por el lugar, por el clima, la comida, pues todo mexican, ¿no? Y entonces, pues, directamente de Venezuela, aquí estamos presentes con los Caipirinhos y pues compartiendo con ellos musicalmente rock en español y reggae, ska, y pues todos contentos. Muchas gracias.
And that's definitely one of the things here at the Tri-Town Get Down that they're trying to do is fusing all sorts of genres from rock to reggae to English, Spanish, whatever it may be. Like I said, we're here on the Latin fusion side of things. So Los Caipirinhos, super unique sort of name. Where does that name come from, or the group as a whole? How does that name come about?
It's actually Brazilian. Comes from La Caipirinha. It's a drink. It's like the margarita for Mexico, like the mojito for Cuba. The Caipirinha is what they have in Brazil. And we play batucada. It's like a drum ensemble with all drums, all Brazilian. That's how we started, but then we started also like jamming out to rock en español, enanitos verdes, like all that stuff, because there was no one else like playing it in town. Like I missed it like back in Guadalajara where I grew up. We could go out and listen to live music all the time, like rock en español, reggae, batucada, pero there didn't have anything like that. So we just started doing it like between us, and just people started inviting us to like their parties and stuff. So that kind of changed from being La Batucada Caipirinha into Los Caipirinhos, just doing their thing.
So tonight you're here at the Tri-Town Get Down. Tell us a little bit about the process of what even got you here on this stage tonight.
Well, I got an invitation. I've been playing at the Emerald for a bit. We've been playing, like I think that's something that kind of ties us all together with our origins as musicians, is the Emerald of Siam. And I think from there, networking, you get to know who's who, and some people emailed us, the organizers. So thank you for the invitation, and invited us and made it possible. So here we are.
Awesome. Great performance. So throughout the whole performance, I saw you guys play a bunch of different genres. If you really had to pinpoint a genre of what your group is, what exactly would it be?
It is a fusion, and I always like to address respectfully the reggae genre, because it is more than just like a music, and more than a. For some people, it's tied to kind of something very spiritual, very religious. That's why I wouldn't say we play reggae, because I don't think we are like that deep into that perspective. But I think it's the rhythm that we like the most, is reggae.
So how long have you guys been a group? What are some of the adversities that you guys face on a daily, on a monthly, whatever it may be, to be a group of, what, is it 6 of you guys? Is it normally 6 of you guys all the time, or how does that work?
It varies. Today we're 6. Sometimes Cuco plays the percussion, so that's like 7. Sometimes we have more or less foreigns, which is great that we had Joby today. But sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But I think right now we're like the most like a solid team members, and what was the rest of the question?
Just basically some of the adversity that you guys may face as having 6, 5 members. How do you guys stay consistent, with your music, stuff like that?
So basically, when the band started, we were trying to form a band, and as members came in and out, we became more of a concept. I like to refer to our band as more of a group of mercenaries. We have our core general team, but for the most part, our horn members and any other extra spices that we integrate into our music get integrated as they go. And as we go through our phases and availability of professional musicians in the area, we integrate those people and move as we have people participating. And basically, that's kind of led to our main adversary, or our main issues, basically. Because we constantly have to staff new and evolving positions, and we are a very positive, supportive group. So if you have your music career, we tend to push our members towards their futures, and sometimes that means moving. So we take those losses, and we allow our musicians to evolve. But the idea is still the same. We are a Latin fusion band that covers world music as an all-encompassing product. And at that point, basically, as long as our core members are still active, we'll always be producing music and we'll always add new members.
Awesome. Well, going and picking up on that of the creation of the creative process, how does it work when you guys are trying to create your own music? I know you guys just recently dropped a song called En Tus Ojos, I believe it was. How does that creative process work? Who comes into the studio and says, I got a song, or do you all sit together and start throwing out ideas? How does that creative process work for you guys?
Sometimes I bring some ideas and we develop them. We have a song that Panda brought in. He also brings in a lot of melodies that we build off of, and we basically I bring some lyrics, I bring some notes, rhythms, and then Panda also has brought some like melodies, and we all add to it.
So here at Pacific Northwest Bangerz, we like to showcase, the best of the best in the Pacific Northwest. Is there any collaborations that any of you have had with any other artists here in the Pacific Northwest that is either maybe your favorite collaboration or a collaboration that you really enjoyed and liked working with?
We played one time, a long time ago, we played with Inspector, they're from Mexico. Well, we didn't play with them, but we opened for them. It was a really good show. And we've been collaborating with local musicians, like local rock and español bands like Fonosis, Acetatos, Tequila Rock. They're going to play on Sunday on the same stage. We have, they've been playing with Carson, with Rice, is that? It's from Rice. They also have another project, it's called Cadejos. So I think it's all a big mixture of local musicians. And my favorite, I don't know, probably would be collaborating with those two guys. And with Cuco. I don't know if you guys know Cuco, but he's a Cuban that plays the percussion. He's a badass. So it's always a pleasure playing with them.
So being in an area that's not really known for creating mainstream talents, or it's a lot harder to really get out there, where do you guys kind of see yourself going in the next few years, or what's kind of the goal with the whole group as a whole? Where do you see you guys going?
Well, I think we're gonna focus on writing a lot. We've in the past years we've been busy, like he was saying, like training people, staffing, playing gigs, because we would get pretty busy back in the day. So that kind of made us not put as much attention on our original songs. So I think that now we've done like the local bars, the local festivals. We've gone out of town here and there. So I think now we want to focus more on creating on the originals, whether it's with Caipirinhos or with Cadejos or our individual projects. But I think it's just writing, recording, and releasing stuff. And I think that kind of sets you up for getting out of the city. So I think that's gonna be our next step. Try to get out. We have a show in Boise, and we have a few shows more in town. So I think that's kind of like start us on going out more. Yeah, branching out.
So you mentioned that you have a few shows coming up. What's the next show, the recent show that I know you actually mentioned it here while you're performing, so I know, but from the people at home, where can they find you? Where can they see you guys next?
Well, the next show is at Columbia Park Mariachi Festival. They do it every year. We're gonna be there. I think the festival is like 12 to 7 or something like that. We're gonna be there like around 3 or 4. But it's a pretty cool gig. They have mariachis. They have all kinds of genres and all kinds of food. So it's like a family event, and we're gonna be there. We're gonna be going to Boise in August, and we want to play a show here in town, just us, just kind of organize it ourselves, and so stay tuned. We want to produce something good. This is kind of like the start of like a series of shows that we have. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. For the people at home, where can they find you? Where can they see your music or listen to your music, your videos, all that good stuff?
Now, well, we got a YouTube channel called Los Caipirinhos. We have through the music that you share through that service that shares it to Spotify, Amazon, all of that. They also create a YouTube channel for you that it's called Los Caipirinhos Topic. So they just upload automatically our songs there. So that's our originals, Spotify, Amazon, Instagram, pretty much everything except for TikTok. We haven't really experimented on that, but that's our main social media. To see what we're doing is Instagram and Facebook, and the music, you can find it everywhere basically. Just type in Los Caipirinhos, and we got some songs out there.
All right, well, there you go, Los Caipirinhos, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Amazing performance, and best of luck in what you guys got next.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, man.